Hey Cancer, it's me here, Krystal Clear. Happy to deliver to you Spirit's message for October 2024. We got some eclipses, like right in the middle of eclipse season, depending on when you're watching it. The second and third eclipse from eclipse season, the first one happened on September 17th, the second one October 2nd, and the third one October 17th. So we're rocking and rolling through this eclipse season. Let's see how October looks for you. We're going to start by pulling two cards for the overall energy of the month. As you come into the month, you've got the Awakening card. Beautiful. And as we leave the month, the feminine energy. Whoops. Awakening the feminine energy. Awakening perspective this month. It's so beautiful. Honestly, I'm just looking at the imagery of these flowers in bloom in both of these cards. This season is also connected to like around March, April, springish season. So I do feel from now until, for some of you, because this is general, from now until the spring season, you're going to be working on developing something that is going to take place then. So if you're, and let's say you're launching a business in the month of October or November, or within this next month time frame, I feel like you have a consistent flow coming in by the spring so much that you can expand. For those of you where this is a move, because for some of you watching, I feel like this is some sort of move. It can be a physical move. It could be work related. We're going to pull some tarot cards to see how that will develop. But for those of you with movement energy, I feel as if you will be settled either by the end of this year. There's like an opportunity that comes in, or you work on the planning. Like it just starts to trickle in. I feel as if October and November, it's really starting to trickle in for you as to what this like next, how this move will happen, where you start planning for it. And it might be planning for the future. This feels like a plan for the future kind of card because it's an awakening and it's the feminine energy. It's not so much about doing, but it's about like what you're doing is expanding your perspective. You're broadening your horizon. You're looking at different pathways. Opportunity is there, but it's mostly a mind thing, and communication is going to be important. There's not much physical movement happening, it looks like, here in October, but that sometime in November and December, you might find yourself starting to pack it up and move along. Or you might be launching that business and it moves and your business moves and you're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. And it's time to reevaluate and expand come the spring season. Or maybe even for those of you in a relationship, you might meet someone. This is the third thing coming in. You might meet someone here in this next month or so if you're looking for a relationship that like builds a really strong foundation over these next 2 months. Because I feel like October, November are very similar types of energy, and we'll see what November looks like when we would get there. But it does feel like for the third option, for those of you who resonate with a relationship, it's either a new person that comes in October, November, or there's like a reset in the relationship that you're in October, November that helps the two of you just like grow a little bit deeper, and that you start to blossom a little bit more. You get on that a better perspective or the same page a bit more. And not that you need to be on the same page and believe the same things, but that you can understand each other's perspective a bit more. So let's pull 4 tarot and see. I love this. See what we've got. To me, this is Spirit's confirmation for getting on that same page. It's the 3 of Pentacles. To me, that is like the phrase I equate to the 3 of Pentacles is working together, getting on the same page and figuring things out. So I love that. We've got Ace of Pentacles. Okay, lots of pentacles here. 5 of Wands. But we did talk about like the months, you know, like these next 2 months. It takes some time. Oh, the Tower. There's that shift and change. Oh, 4. I was ready to pull another one. I felt like I'm going to just pull it anyway because I want to know. King of Cups. That's for the relationship people that just snuck in. I don't even have a place to put it. I wasn't planning on it. We'll put you down here. Okay. Great. So with the Three of Pentacles, now we can look at this as one big message, which I'm going to do briefly and summarize, but then we'll look at each card in regards to each week of the month. So what I can see from this shift, it is something that begins now or is launched now within this October-November month. That's why we have these two pentacles starting off the reading. The Three of Pentacles getting on the same page, and the Ace of Pentacles is like it's something new. So in order for us to move into something new, we have to first see a potential. We have to see things differently. We have to see things in a new way. So October feels like that, seeing things in a new way. It's like, oh, this makes sense now. I understand. And then that allows for you to make the shift and the change energetically. Now, the Five of Wands has a little bit of a bad rap, and so does the Tower. But stick with me, Cancer. With the rest of these cards, because it is so uplifting, it feels like it's moving in the right direction. I feel like back to that business where you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting my business to be so successful so quickly. That is the type of shift in energy that I'm feeling. Please remember that the Five of Wands is a shift of energy. The Tower is something we didn't see coming. And then we look to the rest of the cards to see what is that shift of energy? What couldn't we have seen come in? And I feel as if that is getting on the same page, seeing a new perspective, opening up opportunity. And then for some of you, is love coming on in with the King of Pentacles, the emotional maturity. If you, like I said, if you do have a relationship, it looks like it opens up more vulnerably. The King of Cups is all about having that emotional loyalty, maturity, and intelligence. So you're either meeting this person for the first time, or if you have had a bit of, maybe you felt like you haven't been on the same page with your partner. Maybe you felt a bit misunderstood by your partner, or that you're feeling more than what your partner feels, or like you're in the relationship more than your partner is. October feels like a good month where you pull that back, the perspective, and you see your partnership for the truth of what it is, and it feels much more, I feel it will be more favorable, and you see your relationship in like a new light, and it's positive. Depending on how you interpret what positive would be in the new light, well, that is up to your specific situation, which I'm happy to read on if you want to visit doitdivine.com and book your personal reading. But for now, let's pull Spirit's advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for October. We've got establish, okay, fine. Establish sanctuary. Garden the heart. Another like springtime, gardeny, bloomy type of card. And own your power. Love that. And I believe that just came up too here for Gemini as well. Owning your power. It is going to be a powerful month to remember who you are. So, establish sanctuary. For those of you that we were talking about like a move, like there felt like there was movement happening. And even if it doesn't like happen in the month of October, or maybe for some of you, that is the quick thing that you didn't expect to move so quickly. But with establish sanctuary on a physical level, that is absolutely a movement, home, house kind of card. It's also establishing like, with the awakening of the feminine energy, it's establishing who you are at your core and being at peace with that. You have an acceptance of yourself when you have an established sanctuary, when you are an established sanctuary for yourself. So I do feel that there's a bit of peace that comes in for those of you if you're thinking about moving. Yeah, there's a peace that comes with that. Even if it moves quickly. Garden the heart. I feel, so with Spirit's advice so far with the movement and the garden of the heart, I do feel some meditative things, and I'm not someone who usually recommends too much meditation, but using elements with your meditation or even like your ritual, because I just see a consistency of flowers. So botanicals or herbs, if you don't work with them, maybe consider looking into that. So if there are any feelings, right, when you get to own your power and garden the heart, Okay, when you're thinking about that piece, how to obtain it, or you're thinking about that conversation that you want to have about feelings and emotions with your partner and how to obtain it, or you've got this new business, or you're trying to move and you don't feel at peace, for you specifically, Spirit is encouraging some herbs and botanicals to help you with that. Something like a chamomile or lavender tea can be helpful. I'd be happy to work with you more on the naturopathy side of things to help bring yourself well balanced. But this is what I have for you for now for Cancer in October 2024. So I hope this gives you good guidance as you navigate the month. Check out those herbs and botanicals to help bring you peace. And if we vibe, please subscribe. I do appreciate it. I hope this helps. I'm wishing you all the best blessings and love always. Take care.